Making his way into the building, coming off a strong night the other night against Orlando. The big guy, Taco Fall, some good news on him this afternoon. He's going to be a Celtic for a while. And Kemba Walker is set to go here. Sunday afternoon basketball about to come your way. Celtics and Cavaliers are next.
Gentlemen, the Celtics are undefeated in the preseason.
The continuity that they played with, the defense, unbelievable.
Oh! It's a block party all of a sudden.
Everyone who stepped on the floor did something really positive.
Brown going to the hoop, left hand off the glass.
We play fast, we play hard, we ran.
Do it with the defense once again.
You know, that's the team we got to be. You know, we know it's hard. Every night's probably not going to be perfect, but our effort always got to be there.
I like this team. I like their work ethic. That will give us a chance to be the best version of ourselves.
Great, 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 great.
And welcome inside the TD Garden, everyone, on a nice fall afternoon. The Celtics and Cavaliers are about to go at it. Tip-off brought to you by Nissan. ShopChooseNissan.com. Hello again, everybody. I'm Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn. 39 years we've been doing this, folks. 39. You know, you were going to run out fast of the hand there. The Celtics the other night got off to a great start, Tom, was keyed by defense. 21-2 to open the game against Orlando.
They played perfect defense in that first quarter. Boy, they were aggressive. They were getting out in the passing lanes. That produced some easy looks. Marcus Smart with the three. Layups down the middle of the floor on fast breaks. Look at this. People getting out in front. Big-time defense in that first quarter. They shut them down.
Sideline reports are brought to you by Arbella, here for Celtic fans, here for good. Here's Abigail for the first time.
39 years, Michael. You want to feel old. The great Dick Light points out that Brad Wanamaker is the only 30-year-old on this Celtics roster. Everyone else born in the 90s. Some of the youngest guys, of course, include the four that were drafted this June who, so far this preseason, are playing well beyond their years. Carson Edwards appears to have the ultimate green light and taking advantage of it. Grant Williams, as Scout points out, has the defensive positioning of a 10-year vet, while Romeo Langford finally made his much-anticipated debut on Friday night, showing very few nerves, and Tremont Waters proving to be the playmaker we all know he is. What do these four guys have in store for today? We're going to find out. It's coming up next on NBC Sports Boston.
Celtics basketball on NBC Sports Boston is brought to you in part by Nissan. Choose Nissan today. Great offers on our most exciting lineup ever. Shop ChooseNissan.com. By TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. By Arbella, here for Celtic fans, here for good. By Box Chevy, with their legendary low Box Chevy prices. And by BuyAToyota.com, Toyota's official website for deals. BuyAToyota.com.
Welcome back to the Garden. I'm here with the coach. Coach, 2 games down. I mean, kind of assess what you liked about what your team have done and things that you still got to work on.
We've got a lot to work on. We've got to improve on both sides of the ball. We were way better on Friday night than we were on Sunday. I thought that we pressured the ball, we worked together defensively, and we tried to do the right things offensively. We still aren't as clean as we need to be on offense. And defensively, you got to bring it every day like we did the other night. So the good news is, as we talked about it yesterday, we're a capable team on that end of the court, but we've all got to be really committed and really together to be great.
With all these bigs, and we've heard a lot of things like hockey subs. you're now watching the NBA 5-man and the amount of multiple efforts that he has to make. Is it going to be the best way to play is 3-4 minute stints?
It's a really good question. We're looking into that. We're talking a lot about it. We've got a lot of guys that bring a lot to the table. And I've said this before. Canner brings the most diverse set of skills, obviously. But then those other guys all can defend. They all can run. They all can roll to the rim. They all can rebound. And so we'll probably just lean on all of them.
All right, thanks, Coach. The defense the other night was impressive. Let's see if they can back it up today against Cleveland. Celtics, Cavs coming up next.
Osmond, Nance Jr., and Jarrell Martin getting a call today at the center spot. Today's key matchup is brought to you by the all-new 2020 Subaru Outback. Go where love takes you this fall. There are the numbers last season for these two guys. 17 points a game and 3 assists for Sexton. 26 a game for Kemba Walker to go with 6 assists. Let's check out the health report. It's brought to you by South Coast Health. Exceptional care that keeps you in the game. South Coast Health, more than medicine. Long list there. Brad Wanamaker's not going to play. Kevin Love, Thompson, Henson, Zizic, and Garland all missing in action for the Cavaliers here this afternoon. Brad Wanamaker not playing because he's the only guy over 30 on the team. So as a result, they're going to give him a day off. You know about that, T, right?
Days off. That's right. 10 days into the season, we got to have days off here.
You want days off?
Rest them, boy. Rest them. Wow.
Jason Tatum had a fine game down in Orlando the other night. Shot the ball well. Shot it off and early.
Tell you, the Celtics offense could be just outstanding. You couple that with the type of defense they played in the first quarter. I mean, they could be propelled up into the upper echelon very quickly. You know, it depends a little bit on chemistry, but boy, when they stirred the pot the other night, cream came to the surface.
Well, let's see if they get off to a quick start here this afternoon. They'll see the Cavaliers again on Tuesday night. We'll have that game for you. Scal will be joining me on the sidelines for that one. Dellavedova with the ball early. He's going to be picked up by Walker. Now Walker switches off onto Sexton. Osmond misses the deep shot. Tatum with his initial rebound. Brown, good play, open underneath. Can't make it go with the left hand. It's picked off by Osmond. He'll bring it the other way. Osmond does a lot of different things well for this basketball team.
Hey, the first Cleveland possession was terrific on defense. And
violation on Nance.
Aggressive attack on the stop the three-point shot. Gets him to turn the ball over. Good stuff already. Aggressive defense. Love it.
John Beilein in his first year as a head coach for the Cavaliers had a great college career as a coach. Although growing up he didn't like you. Is that what he told you before the game?
I'll tell you, when I was coaching and we played Buffalo in the playoffs, some people had me arrested at the airport.
John might have been behind that.
I mean, what? Of course, it was all in fun. Took me an hour to laugh, though.
Dellavedova, 12 on the shot clock. Sends that into the third row. So Celtic defense giving the Cavaliers problems here early.
Tell you, they are aggressively moving their feet. They're almost beating the ball when it gets moved around the horn.
Hayward. Tice. Hayward again. They go inside to Tice. Wants to work on Martin. Martin with a good defensive play. And that's going to be a jump ball. Good play by Martin right on top of the ball.
Well, Tice just works himself into a position where that's an easy block.
Tice, nice job getting the tip. Celtics have 6 on the shot clock, though. Walker realizes it, takes it to the basket, spins it up. No, but a foul is going to be called on Martin on the way by.
Now, this is sensational basketball by this little guy. And I mean, Walker is a guy that can get anywhere he wants to get to. And when the shot clock's winding down, you'll see him do an awful lot of stuff like this.
One shot.
It's a pretty good looking offensive unit out there right now.
Yeah, I agree.
You got 4 potential 20-point scorers.
Remember, a rare 0 for 2 at the free throw line, and we're still scoreless here. Approaching 10 minutes to go in the quarter. Good defense by Haywood.
Boy.
And pretty good defense by Brown, too. And Sexton just had all sorts of problems and turns it over.
Boy, the jump ups immediately takes Sexton off the angle. Still tries to make something happen. And they eat him up alive.
Cavaliers have turned it over 3 times in less than 2 minutes in the game. Haywood. Rebound Dellavedova. Numbers on the break here as Tice went down on the other end. We'll see if Cleveland takes advantage. Sexton with a 3. Rebound loose and controlled by Brown. Tatum pulls up for a 3. That's not going anywhere near. And Nance the other way.
Well, the first couple of possessions by the Celtics.
Oh, good block.
Really was inside the paint, and they couldn't finish them off. But here's this good defense again by Brown. Gets beat a little bit, and from behind he comes, hangs in there, and still blocks the shot.
Osman loops it into Dellavedova. Sexton looking to go one-on-one. Haywood jumps out on him. Dellavedova top of the key, can't shoot it. Osman gets into the paint, puts up a little floater. That does not go down. 2 teams that combined 0 for 8. Boston's 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Dellavedova picks up the foul, his first. Brown will inbound. Walker.
There you go.
Knocks down a 3 to get Boston in the book. The Cavaliers still looking for their first points, nearly 3 minutes into the quarter. Nance. Boston is just contesting every pass. Nance will try another 3. Comes up short. Rebound long, picked up by Tatum.
Well, you'd settle for Nance taking 3s.
I think so. Dellavedova. Kicks it to the corner. Nance nearly traveled with it as he tried to make the pass and throws it into the backcourt. Sexton trying to save it. He does so, and then Osman lost it off his leg out of bounds. That's another turnover for the Cavs.
Boy, I'll tell you, the Celtics moving their feet on defense. And great talking. Boy, aggressive defense.
Remember, the Celtics opened up the game against Orlando the other night, 21-2. Tatum rolls off the rim.
Yeah, but that was well done.
Sexton in a hurry. Dellavedova tries for 3. Front rims it. Rebounds Sexton in traffic. And he knocks down a 2. And the Cavaliers are finally in the book. 4 minutes gone into the quarter. Tice. Walker coming to the ball. Uses the tight screen. Pulls up for the jumper. Rebound to Nance.
You see how easily he can get his shot? That's really, really great.
Nice move by Martin, and he gets 2.
That was a great up fake.
Martin's bounced around a bit in his 5th year. Getting a good look by the Cavs here. Nice catch in traffic and gets 2.
Yeah, waited to find out where the defender was and then used the basket to ward him off.
Dellavedova. Sexton playing off the ball, and he turns it over again. And we'll take a timeout. Cavaliers looking to regroup here. 6:51 left to go in the first.
Because even if they waive him, he's still going to make about or maybe a little bit more than he would make if he were on that 2-way contract and maximize those 45 days with the Celtics. But Taco Fall, I mean, when you look at his potential, look at his upside, they had to figure out some way to get him to stick around here. And make no mistake about it, they may not be done, because just like they were able to convert Max's contract from a 2-way to a partially guaranteed one, they could eventually do the same thing with Taco Fall. Now that he's on a 2-way, where he could potentially be on that 50-man roster. The big question I've got is Javonte Green. What are they going to do with his situation? But make no mistake about it, Taco was the reason why all this happened, and the Celtics are going to be much better off for it.
Taco and Taco Mania, but Sherrod, we should say this does not mean that Taco will be down here in Boston a ton this season, nor will we see him any earlier in this game than late in the 4th quarter.
No, the fact that the Celtics, they have a greater stake in that main G League team. Having a guy like Taco is not only going to attract, I think, fans, but also gives them a chance to work with a young man who's only been playing the game for 7 or so years and develop him, because let's face it, 7'7" every day, and you get to develop him. It's a match made in heaven if you're the Boston Celtics.
It certainly feels that way, Mike.
Yeah, it sure does. Somebody to love.
7'5". Don't see that very often. Yeah, you got to take advantage, particularly when you got a decent look at him and know that he's a pretty decent athlete at that size, and he hasn't played a lot of basketball, and there you go.
Smart with the steal and the stuff.
That's what they did in the last game.
Tell you, Colin Sexton doesn't want to play any more of these 3 o'clock in the afternoon games right now. He's turned it over 5 times in the first 5 minutes. Pulls up for the jumper, comes up short.
Boy, has he got the green light? He's got the green light, the amber light. Goes right through the stop sign.
Tatum strong, no, cancer tip. Tatum hangs in there, gets 2.
I like that. I like that. 2 guys on the offensive glass.
Dellavedova. Martin trying to show his range. Rebound taken down by Tatum. 4th rebound of the game here for Tatum. Walker pulls it back out. He's got Nance one-on-one. Goes right at him. Pulls up for 3.
Yeah, Nance said, I'm not going out there. Go right by me if I do.
Shoot over me if I don't. Dellavedova off the catch. Wide right.
That one landed in Australia.
9-0 Boston run. And the Cavaliers are going to take a timeout. 4:55 left to go, opening quarter. Boston by 8. Fans, it's going to be another can't-miss season for the Celtics at the TD Garden. Ensure your seat today by visiting Celtics.com/tickets. This fast break is brought to you by Fios by Verizon.
Take a look at this. Good defense converts into easy offense. As Marcus, known for his defense.
Celtics on 9-0 run. Cleveland just 2 for 11 from the field with 7 turnovers. Just Jim Calhoun in the house this afternoon. Coach Kemba Walker.
You got it. Yeah, absolutely. Got to see Kemba Walker.
Celtics have managed only 2 points though off the 7 turnovers by the Cavs, which is why the Cavs are close if you consider 8 close. Smart down low. Trying to go over the top of Clarkson, who has checked in the game. Clarkson is like instant offense off this Cavalier bench. Dellavedova steps into a 3. Rebound off Nance out of bounds.
First thing you got to do is make sure Nance doesn't get a clear path to an offensive rebound.
Celtics have Walker, Tatum, Cantor, Smart, and Ojeleye on the court. Kemba gets it back, looking for a little help. Finds Smart. 6 on the shot clock. Inside Cantor. 4 on the clock. He knows it. A couple of fakes, and 3 seconds is the call.
Well, I was talking to him before the game, and what he really has to do is think of where the shot is before he catches the ball. He's waiting to catch the ball and then deciding what shot he's going to take. And that allows somebody to really adjust the defense, double team him. So he needs to add a little quickness to his offense.
Clarkson off the Cavs bench gets his first touch and gets 2 out of it. Under 4 minutes to go opening quarter. Tatum in the paint. Wild with it. There's Cantor doing what he does best.
But he's got the beef, baby. And he knows how to use it.
And he's got the right attitude, too. Martin looking to hand it off somewhere. Does so to Knight from the corner. Misses the 3. Ojeleye there. Eight on the clock. Tatum spins in traffic, takes it all the way, looking for Cantor at the last second. His call for foul on the drive. Is fouled, rather, as opposed to calling for a foul. Carson Edwards is coming into the game. So is Gordon Hayward. He's coming back.
Well, Hayward took 1 shot while he was in there before. And let's see what Edwards does now. He's an automatic make something happen guy. There's no amber light in his game. It's all green. He gets the ball. He's looking for his shot.
Gives it up that time to Smart. Open in the corner. Marcus misses a 3. Cantor comes up with still another offensive board. Spins in the lane, and traveling is the call this time. Turnovers aplenty in this game. 11 so far. 7 by the Cavs. Brandon Knight. In the same draft class as Kemba Walker. Knight taking it to the basket. Strong move.
Yeah, that's pretty good defense by Hayward. I mean, he's a quick guy that knows how to dribble, and he stayed with him.
Cavs hanging around down 6. Hayward kicks it out. Marcus for 3. Kick to the corner. Quick shot there from Clarkson. Doesn't go. Good offensive board and put back. Bolden with 2. Ojeleye takes it into the paint. Little jump hook. Tries Chevy. Doesn't work out.
That's a good shot, though.
I thought you'd like that.
Yeah. In the paint.
Knight keeping the dribble alive, then fires up a shot, knocks it down. So Brandon Knight hits a couple of quick threes, makes it a 4-point game at 17-13. Buck 10 left to go opening quarter. Edwards. Pull up. 2.
Hey, that kid comes off picks, and he's got terrific leaping ability for a guy his size. Gets over the top of bigger people.
Sexton trying to find something. Gets it to Bolden for 2. So the Cavs right there at 4 down, 19-15. Celtics could get 2 for 1 here if they're quick. Hayward baseline fall away, and he gets fouled.
Well, I like to see Hayward do stuff like that. Just get the ball and look for a shot. He's got to stay aggressive, and really, when his shot shows up, he's got to take it quickly. Stay aggressive. The first ball game of the preseason was exactly the way he ought to be able to play during the regular season. He turned the corner every time he had an opportunity and went strong to the rim.
My Teams is the app you need for Celtics season this year. Stream every Celtic game that is on NBC Sports Boston. Plus, get the latest news, highlights, podcasts, and more. Download My Teams in your app store. Do it today. Edwards chasing Sexton up the court and fouls him in the process.
First in the last 2 minutes.
Into Knight. Now back in the hands of Sexton. Clarkson crosses over in the paint. This kid's just a very good offensive player. With the Lakers for a while.
I tell you, when he gets in the game, he's got the green light.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nicely done.
Well, they're going to be looking for that guy on that type of play.
Williams on the front end, Smart with a good pass, Sexton with the miss, and Boston takes a 5-point lead at the end of 1. Celtics getting a little bit of production out of everybody. Williams with a nice play at the end of the first half. John Beilein and his Cleveland Cavalier club made a bit of a run. It's a 5-point game at the end of 1, 22-17 here in Boston on a Sunday afternoon. Left to play here in the first half. The Celtics out with that early lead. Mike Gorman along with Tom Heinsohn. Dick Leitman as usual alongside. Abby on the sideline. Scal will be joining us. Cast of thousands here on a nice Sunday afternoon. First quarter stats are brought to you by Ace Ticket, where Celtic fans go for tickets to all their favorite events. Visit Celtics at aceticket.com.
That's the type of thing that this guy is going to really develop big time. Every opportunity to turn to the basket, he's going to take advantage of this year. When he first showed up, he relied on his athletic ability to get over the top of people. Now, he's really seeing where the shot is and how to get it off against bigger people, smaller people. He's going to use that athleticism to his best advantage now.
Sexton has had an awful afternoon. Feel badly for the kid.
Well, they're calling stuff as soon as you
He's turned the ball over
this
6 times.
traveling situation to me is nothing. Oh.
Bolden with the miss. Gets it to Sexton. He gets into the paint and gets fouled. Basket will not count. Carson Edwards picks up the foul.
Now that's the challenge for Edwards. Really pick up his pro defense against a really good point guard.
Yeah, Sexton's going to be a really good player.
Yeah.
He's a good player already. He's going to be a really good player, I think. Swallowed up by Smart at this particular moment. He's called again for traveling.
And Marcus forced him to walk. He leaned on him. He just took a couple of little nibble steps. Watch his feet on this here. Boom. Then he just boop, and he makes him walk.
Hayward trying to get by Knight. Gets it to Edwards. Williams out there to set a screen. Edwards going to the basket, gets hammered. And out of bounds is the call. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's an NFL afternoon. They're going to let these things go.
He's a rookie, not going to get a call.
That's no way.
There you go.
That's the 10th turnover of the half for the John Beeline's club. Whoa! Jaylen Brown. Celtics open up a 10-point lead.
I tell you, he's going to have a season, that guy.
Sexton comes up short. Edwards on the fly, gets it back to Brown again. This time the soft 2. Brown's got himself 7 points in the half. Clarkson picked up by Hayward. Knight takes it into traffic and no basket. Offensive foul's a call. There's Jaylen with the strong finish. A look from the New England Honda Cam is presented by the all-wheel drive 2019 Honda CR-V at your New England Honda dealer. Around here, we Honda.
Well, in his rookie year, he would absolutely try to jam that through. And he just laid it up, got it over the front of the rim and laid it in. So all that showboat stuff that rookies like to do have disappeared from his game. He really slams it through when he needs to have a power move.
Smart, Brown, Williams, Edwards, and Hayward are on the court for Boston. Smart lays it down. Williams out of bounds off one of the Cavs.
Well, I think Marcus has really worked with Williams, trying to help him out.
Celtics going to get Tatum back into the game.
Sooner or later.
Marcus Smart will sit down.
All right, so Hayward more than likely is going to be the point guard. Point forward. Point anything.
Edwards off the catch for 2. Celtics open up a 14-point lead, the largest of the afternoon. 9:20 left to go till halftime. Jaylen Brown gives the foul.
Well, pretty good defense that time by Edwards. He was facing a mismatch, but he picked up on the switch. Just didn't stay with the man in front of him.
Yes, Junior rims out the first.
Okay, Edwards is a wide body. I mean, he'd be a fullback.
Time to look at the first of 3 Amica game updates presented by Amica's 3-point coverage, auto, home, and life. Brown the scoring leader right now with 7. Tatum leads Boston in rebounds. Hayward a couple of assists. Tatum maintained body control nicely there.
Boy, that was tough. But he has a knack of coming from beyond the arc and into the paint and making those spin moves. That's really tough to do.
Williams saw that one coming. Gets it back. Nice unselfish play by Jaylen Brown. Let's take another look.
Well, here's the steal. Hard push.
Keep on running. Keep on running.
Welcome back, GMC like a pro. GMC, we are professional grade. Not that long ago, anyone watching the Celtics would gasp and shout no whenever Marcus Smart launched a 3. That is not the case anymore. Marcus shot a legit, respectable 36% from behind the arc last season, and on Friday night against the Magic, he shot a blistering 4 for 6, making his first 3 shots. Check this one out too. Marcus shooting with so much confidence right now that he doesn't even need to watch the ball go in. He pulled a Steph Curry there in the corner. Afterwards, Marcus told me it was actually the closeout, the guy coming at him, that made him turn, but it still looked pretty good. I talked to Jay Larinaga, the assistant coach who's worked closely with Marcus since he got here to Boston, and Jay told me that first of all, Marcus has put in a ton of work, but the quality of shots that he is taking now and the fact that he is balanced all the way through his shot, that part has become great.
Ab, I'm not believing that closeout part.
That's what he said. I'll take him at his word.
Another Cavs turnover right now. They have 13 turnovers in the game and 1 assist.
There, Marcus Smart shooting threes. He was having trouble in his second year with the ball club because of an injury to his hand. And the next season, he was bothered also by an injury. So last year was the first time I think he really got a chance to shoot the ball without being hindered by injury.
Dan's missing a 3 from the corner. Tatum. Step back over Martin. That's not going anywhere. Here comes Dellavedova. Good look ahead for Martin. Edwards can't stop him. Williams gets it.
Just barely late. That's a hustle run there by Williams, however. I mean, he's hustling big time to get at it.
Williams. Little handoff back to Hayward. Baseline jumper doesn't go by Brown. Brown in transition by himself. Now kicks it out. Edwards for 3. Your guy, team. Your guy. 38-19. The Celtics have doubled up the Cavs now with 6:40 left to go in the first half. Nance Jr. for 2.
Well, that time Williams lost his man, stopped the penetration, but didn't get back to his man or cut down the angle for the pass. That's that's a little thing that experience will bring Williams when he stops somebody. He's got to be alert to what the next move will be. You got to outthink the man. And he hasn't played enough to really develop that intuition that is needed at times.
Tatum will inbound. Tice and Walker have come back in the game for Boston. Baseline Tatum, mismatch with Dellavedova, goes for the little step away. Nope.
That was the shot.
Kevin Porter Jr. Oh, good block. Walker.
Watch Tatum come from out of nowhere. Top defender. They're trying to use a mismatch. And here comes Tatum.
Nice soft block, too. Kept it in play. Walker gets it back. Comes up shooting. And he'll get to the free throw line and get 3. Walker 2 for 3 in the game. 6 points so far.
Well, so far in this ball game, we've seen a lot of aggressive offense. Guys getting in the paint, driving to the basket, all good offense. And Walker is a guy that knows how to get a shot off, where to get the shot, and how to get his shot. And he's a pretty good free throw shooter, too.
Comforts of Home brought to you by Bernie and Phil's Furniture, celebrating the grand opening of their newest store with a Massachusetts sales tax discount and free delivery at all Bernie and Phil's locations. Home opener Friday, October 25th at 7 p.m. Celtics host defending champion Raptors. That's going to be a good night. Porter Jr.'s time on the court was brief. He's going back to the Cavalier bench. Brown defending, Walker rather defending Clarkson. Clarkson comes up shooting. Lobbies for a foul. Doesn't get any response. Walker. Tice hanging in there.
Well, this is what I like about Tice's game. He will really hang in there on the offensive glass. Gains the position, establishes it, and doesn't let anybody knock him off the spot.
Clarkson. Osman misses a 3. Rebound kept alive nicely. Osman with the fake. Oh, knocked away by Brown. Will he track it down? No.
Boy, the Celtics have really got quick hands. And a little reach around and knocks it loose with his pinky. That's a pretty good pinky move. Just can't hold on to it. Well, he could have gone for a touchdown, you know.
He could have. 4:56 left to go in the half. 1.3 on the clock. Osman got the shot off.
24 seconds.
But it's a 24-second violation. Still another Cavalier turnover. 15 on the game now for the Cavs. John Beeline can't be too happy with that.
Well, they haven't played Love and they haven't played Thompson, so there's a reason that they...
Tatum.
Oh, that was a heck of a drive. Nice play by Tatum.
Osman, oh, Smart gets a hand in there.
Who does it better in the NBA? Nobody.
Inbounds pass again. Good hustle by Tice.
Take a look at this smart hustle. There is nobody in the league that does it better than that guy. He's the best.
Cavs having a problem getting the ball in. Down 43-21.
Couple of blocks on that one.
Yeah. Smart skips through the lane, leaves it for somebody. It turns out to be Tice. 45-21, Boston by 24. Martin misses outside. Tatum. Brown knocks down a three. The Celtics are just rolling right now, up 27.
You know, he had a breakout season last year, but this year they're finally going to recognize it.
Osman. Rebound Tatum. Offensive foul called on Kemba Walker. Sexton getting a good position. That's his first. Hayward's in for Brown. Brown sits down with 10, the only Celtic in double figures.
Plus some sterling defense.
Yeah, he's played really well. Sexton, good look. Easy to finesse.
Little offense coming up here on the pickup. Strong move.
Celtics in style this season with a private suite rental at the TD Garden. Go to Celtics.com/suites to speak to a representative today. Let's check in with Brian Scalabrine.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid message today from Brad Stevens from the first time out to this time out. He's talking about good shots. The good shots on offense are contagious, and so are bad shots. When guys take bad shots, he thinks that leads to them not sprinting back on defense. When you take good shots or make the right basketball play, Brad is loving the defense, loving the intensity. Continues to emphasize take great shots and make the right basketball play.
Scal?
Yes, sir.
Is it radio.com? That's where I can find you middays now?
Yeah, 11 to 1, and the best part of my show is having Kendrick Perkins on, call out the new age NBA player. So if anybody wants to tune in to hear Kendrick Perkins, he's unbelievable.
Monday through Fridays, right?
That's correct.
11 to 1. All right. Join Scal for lunch.
Is he buying?
He better after that plug. Come on. Knight trying to get to the basket. Good defense. Tice made him change the shot out of bounds. It's going to be Celtics ball up by 27. The Cavs have scored 6 points in the second quarter with 2:40 left to play.
Yeah, 1 for 17 in threes.
Tice off the nice feed from Hayward.
Yeah, and Nance got caught looking.
Tice got himself 8 points in the half. Osman tries to kick it back out. Sexton a little problem handling it. Now he's got Smart on him. Shoots over him. Front rims it. Rebound. Good hustle by Nance. Back to Sexton. Nance knocks him down on a three. Celtics with answers everywhere.
They have warmed up.
55-26.
And their fingertips are burning.
Kemba now has a dozen. Sexton unable to get by Walker. Good defense there. Osman from behind. Looked like he might have got fouled. No whistle. And Boston will come the other way with 1:14 to go in the half. Tice. Hayward. Quick give up for Smart. Smart takes it to the basket instead. Kicks it back to Hayward. He takes it into the paint. Little short 15-footer goes. Celtics very unselfish on that possession.
Boy, I tell you, the Celts are absolutely sensational on defense here. Take a look at the alley-oop coming. There's Tice, and Nance Jr. got left in the dust.
He did indeed. Celtics shooting 65% in the quarter, 13 of 20. Have outscored the Cavs 35-9. Another 24-second violation. That's 17 turnovers for the Cavs in the half.
Well, they're going to get a half a point when they hit the rim when they shoot threes.
Walker had it stripped away. Osman on the break gets it ahead tonight. Back to Nance Jr., the trailer, and he misses the dunk. Tatum's got 9 rebounds in the half. Celtics look for the final shot, up by a lot. Tatum no, tip no. Oh, Smart with the little flip, and Williams with the finish. And Boston dusts the Cavs pretty good. Coming up at the half, Kyle and Scal will be along for Halftime Live, presented by Ace Ticket. Abby, who's with you?
I am trying to catch up with Jaylen Brown. Jaylen, you stop. We're right over here. Jaylen, you were a plus 30 and plus minus in this first half. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate the time. Also dished out 3 assists. What kind of stuff have you added to your game this season in hopes of impacting winning?
Just trying to just get better every single year. Just running the floor, playing hard, playing in the garden is fun. So I'm just trying to get better. It's preseason, so just trying to take it over to the regular season too.
All right, you guys are doing a pretty good job here. Thank you for stopping.
Thank you.
Celtics up big here in the first half, 59-26. Celtics Halftime Live is coming up next.
Sights and Sounds are brought to you by TD Bank. Celtics up 59-26 here at the half. Let's check in with Scal.
Yeah, talk to Jay Larinaga. Nothing really to discuss basketball-wise. They're going to rest the starters. They're going to play the young guys. So it's a fall day here in New England.
What do you think of that first half, T?
Couldn't ask for a better one. You know, the Cleveland team is trying to rebuild, so let's not jump up and down like this is the LeBron James Cleveland.
Okay. Grant Williams, Romeo Langford, Edwards, Cantor, all getting the touch on that first possession and getting 2.
Well, there's Edwards playing point guard.
Osman trying to make something happen in the lane and does. That's his first field goal. He's 1 for 10 in the game. Cantor finds Edwards. Edwards, an opening.
All he needs is a half inch.
Dellavedova, Martin, Nance Jr., Osman. Sexton, the 5th member of the Cavs out there. Nance doing a nice job on the offensive glass. Sexton off the catch, misses a 3. Rebound taken down by Ojale. Ojale off the bounce. Nance comes out to defend. Edwards in the paint. The 2.
This kid could score 40, and you would.
Yeah, well, he showed everybody that in the NCAA tournament last year. That's for sure. Dellavedova. Rebound taken down by Langford. Romeo. Keeps the dribble alive, comes up shooting, misses a 3. Dellavedova in transition. Osman gives it up. Nance Jr. hit a 3 in the first half right out there. Rebound to Cantor. Langford. Reaching foul is going to be on Dellavedova.
Let's take a look at Edwards. Absolutely playing point guard. So that means he's the director of the offense, and he certainly had his head up there to spot the open man.
That's going to be a push on Sexton.
Watch him come off the pick and.
Yeah. Sexton is 1 for 7 in the game with 6 turnovers. Ojale misses the follow-away. Nance Jr. Langford comes out, defends him. Dellavedova open. Nope. Foul is going to be on Martin in the rebounding action. Some Mamika game numbers going by.
Well, Grant Williams is such a heady basketball player. I want to see how smart he really is as a player. He's going to play within the system here. And he's one of the few guys that will play up front that will absolutely not overshoot. He will take the shots as they as he finds them within the offense.
Edwards off the catch. Rebound controlled by Osman. Cavs have a 3-on-2 break here. Leaves it to Sexton in the paint. Sexton off the glass, no, but he gets fouled on the way by Ojale. That's his first. And Sexton will go for the free throw line.
Well, they're faced with a situation in Cleveland. This guy Sexton was their point guard last year. And a #1 pick in the draft is a point guard. His name is Garland, Darius Garland, and from Vanderbilt. And everybody's wondering if you can play 2 point guards.
That's right. Langford. Ojale for 3, and he knocks it down. Chevy's going to get himself a lot of playing time if he makes 3s. Because on the other end of the court, he's as good maybe as the Celtics have defending. I should say that with Marcus. He's right there with Marcus Smart in terms of defending. Nance Jr. for 2. .820 left to go in the third. Celtics 66-32 lead. Cantor on the offensive glass for 2.
That's big time stuff. You can do that. Get those extra shots, boy.
Dellavedova picks up 2. Williams has been at least the initial guy to set the offense in the front court. Langford trying to shake Sexton. Offensive foul is the call. Romeo picks it up. That's his first. You know, I was talking to Jim Calhoun there at the break at halftime. He's seated right underneath the basket to our left. And here, of course, to see Kemba Walker enjoying some popcorn at the moment. But he was just talking, and he looked at me and he said, "Your guys really defend." He said, "I know that's not what you usually say about NBA teams, but you're right, they do."
Particularly in preseason.
Yeah. Cantor.
You get a half a point if you hit the rim when you shoot it.
Edwards hit from behind by Osman.
There's total frustration going on in the heads of the Cavaliers.
Yeah, Sexton especially. Just had a couple of words for Osman.
Osman last season, very effective. He always one of those guys that hurt you when he got in a ball game.
Looking for somewhere to cheer on the Seas for the season opener? Join the Celtic dancers Lucky and Corona at King Seaport as we take on Philadelphia. Visit Celtics.com/bar network for details.
Daniel Hamilton in for the Cavs.
Hamilton played briefly at UConn. Through the legs of Osman. Kind of sums it up for John Beeline's club this afternoon. Not exactly a Cav highlight here.
Offensive foul on the Celtics, #4, Carson Edwards.
Edwards call for the offensive foul. We've got a timeout. Boston is up by 36.
Back inside TD Garden, where the Celtics have more than doubled up a shorthanded Cavs team, 70-34 here in the preseason. Cavaliers' new head coach, John Beilein, the latest to make the jump from college to the pros. His coming after 41 years in the college ranks. The last 12 that he spent with Michigan. It is your NBA news presented by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com. John's career in college, of course, much longer than Brad Stevens, but talking to both of these guys before the game, it's striking how similar their situations played out. First of all, both of their contracts were hashed out over their kitchen tables. But more importantly, both came into situations at a point of growth and rebuilding in their respective franchises. Beilein did seek out Brad's advice when he was considering the move to the pros. As for timing and why now, after 41 years, Beilein told us tonight, I was just growing more and more hungry to just coach basketball, not have to worry about the other stuff. The biggest difference that he's noticed so far in the NBA, he says, we eat all the time. There's a pregame meal, a postgame meal, and then we get on the plane, and there's more food. So he says, I'm going to have to start watching my waistline.
Now, one of the first things a college coach has to deal with is the short training camp.
Yeah.
You used to having a lot of time in college to put in what you want to put in. And, he's happy to be in the pros because he doesn't have to go through the recruiting problems and dealing with parents and making trips and bowing down to 17-year-old kids, 15, 14-year-old kids, and something really, really difficult. And very few guys can adjust to the pros that come in from college. In college, you're like dad. And in the pros, you are a boss.
The boss. That's right. You're going to go with that.
And it's way different. And trying to have a relationship.
Let me go at the other end. Here come the Cavs in transition, and they lose it. Hamilton does. Now he gets it back. Celtics come up with still another steal. Williams ahead to Ogilvy. That's the kind of thing that Grant Williams does. He just makes the right play.
Perfect pass.
Williams now the other way. Ogilvy down to 10 on the shot clock. Fall away baseline. Nope. Rebound ripped off in there by Bolden. Sexton. Bolden couldn't handle the pass.
Take a look at Grant Williams, what he's capable of. Right there behind, aggressively going after the ball, and then that bounce pass leads the man perfectly.
(72-36), Boston by 36.
Well, Javonte Green is about to commit.
Osman is playing a lot of minutes here. Whoa. Robert Williams,
That
third.
was really well done, timed perfectly by Williams.
That's why he's the time limit.
Yep. Well, that is helping out a smaller man who was going to be in trouble on a mismatch. Now, there's the kid coming in.
You like Tremont, don't you?
This kid coming in.
Very personable young man.
He is nifty. He can break you down. And defensively, you know, he won awards in the SEC for defense.
Williams. Strus is also coming in the game for the Celtics. Green, as we mentioned, is out there. Ogilvy, Waters, Williams.
What's Green's numbers for these preseason games. Has he missed a shot?
He hit his first 8, I know. Yeah, no, he's 9 for 9.
Traveling violations.
Boy, this 9 for 9.
Yeah. 20th turnover for the Cavs.
Well, they really call him walking an up fake, and the guy lifts the man in. There you go. Set it up perfectly. Laid it out right in front of the rim so nobody could get it but Williams.
This match here, let's see how Waters does. Pretty well, and then a reach foul is called.
Watch the basket coming up here. Comes off the pick, sits down in the pocket, lays it up perfectly. And the defense he just played down on, the man took him in the low post, trying to gain the mismatch advantage. And I don't think that's going to happen frequently with Waters.
Porter Jr. misses a jumper. Strus comes up firing. That's his game. Celtics signed him, if you missed it earlier, to a 2-year contract. Good block from behind by Green. Green on the break. Forget it.
10 for 10. They got to find room for that kid.
Yeah. I
mean, that kid makes things happen. Take a look at Green here. Out of nowhere.
Gets the block.
Yeah. Off he goes.
Gets the flush. Sweet Spot is brought to you by Corona Extra. Find your beach.
Take a look at all that great defense in that first quarter. Lots of blocks, steals, coming from out of nowhere for blocks, little takeaways. I tell you, very aggressive. People helping out all over the place. Very, very productive defensively. Aggressive defense paying off.
Porter skips a pass, and Green's going to be whistled for the foul.
Well, watch Green.
Javante has been around. Another block by Williams. Green, a very good player in Europe for a number of years. He's 26 years old. Green gets a hand on that one. Look at Williams up there. Just blotting out the sun. Ogilvy short. Third time's a charm. Porter Jr. everything but the basket. Got lucky off the dribble. Waters. Strus. Knocked down shooting a 3. With 1:35 left to go in the third.
Boy, that Strus is a catch and shoot guy. But a quarter a quarter of a second of handle, and it's up. Soft touch. Went from junior college, then to DePaul.
Yeah. Only Mark Aguirre scored more points, I believe. I read that somewhere than Strus did at DePaul. A lot of good players have come through DePaul.
Starting with George Mikan.
Yeah, did he? Was he first? Yeah.
That was his place. Ray Meyer was coach for many, many years, very successful coach there.
After the game, Tommy will be handing out the Duncan Tommy Award. Celtics run on Duncan.
So are the Celts.
Ogilvy goes to the bench. Williams is back in. Thornwell kicks it to the corner. A strong rebound by Bolden right there for two. Took it over the top of everybody else. The Cavs have shot 28 threes in the game. They've made a couple of them. Williams, pass picked off. Thornwell. Hamilton unable to finish, but will get to the line. 1:02 to play third.
Strus did a great job there. He didn't foul him. He totally intimidated him. Made the man miss the shot.
Vincent Poirier is going to check into the game in a moment.
Now this is a guy that coming in who everybody hoped would be able to just step in and help out at the center position. I reserve judgment.
Yeah, I think he's a pretty good player too. Leading rebounder in the EuroLeague last year, so I mean, they're good players over there. Call for setting a screen there. Hamilton. To no one in particular. Celtics lead by, what's that, 41, Dick?
Come on.
What? I got to check with Dick before I say a number.
Well, that's always a good idea.
Waters. Poirier got fouled.
Well, you see how quickly Waters picks up the man and watch the pass. Perfect pass to the man. I mean, it was soft enough. That's half the problem with people dealing with big guys. They either make the pass a high fastball or a low slow ball that hits them in the sneakers. And when you're coaching, it took a long time for guards to come up and make the ball bounce up and hit the guy in the letters. That's where the ball's got to be delivered, or a little bit higher.
The Celtics continue to play smothering defense. Cavaliers have managed 16 points in this quarter. They had 17 in the first quarter and 9 in the second quarter. Thornwell hits the first.
Well, what is Thompson and Love going to add to this team? Not an awful lot.
A lot of rebounds. But not enough. I agree with you.
Yeah, not enough. They will not be in the same category as the Cavs with LeBron.
Waters working the clock very nicely and buries the shot.
Pat the big guy down.
So Boston has doubled up the Cavs. No matter how many points the Cavs score, the Celtics score twice as many. And that's where we are right now. 12 minutes of basketball left here on a Sunday afternoon. 86-43. Boston by 43. We've got 12 minutes of basketball left here at the TD Garden late on a Sunday afternoon. The Celtics trying to go 3-0 here in the preseason, and it looks like that is going to happen. Let's check out the stats through three. They're brought to you by Ace Ticket. Visit aceticket.com. Numbers all Boston, 50% shooting. The Cavs only at 29. 2 for 29. Is that right? Wow. 2 for 29 shooting threes. The Cavs are. Celtics have had 8 block shots in the game. The road to victory is brought to you by Box Chevy with their legendary low Box Chevy prices.
I'll tell you, this is really tough. Come up with something here. Basically, the road to victory here is show up for the fourth quarter. I mean, the Celtics have totally dominated this Cleveland team. And they're down to where they're playing a tail end of the bench. Guys that are going to other ball clubs. And they're still grinding out that good defense.
Porter Jr. knocks down a 3. Romeo Langford back in for the Celtics. Gets it to Strus. I tell you, Poirier, that's a mean screen. You know how Warner Wolf, the legendary New York sportscaster, would have described this game? If you had the Cavs in 39, you lost.
A New York broadcaster would make a statement like that. I can remember when I was a player, I hit a hook shot from half court. And the whole place booed me. It beat the spread.
Williams with the block on Porter Jr. Langford, little floater in the lane, unable to convert. Poirier trying to keep it alive. Can't amongst a lot of maroon jerseys. Thornwell. Porter Jr., Makura. Hamilton trying to get to the hoop. Cavs with some decent interior passing, able to draw a foul finally. East Boston Savings Bank is donating $250 to the Boys and Girls Club of Boston for every Celtic win. East Boston Savings Bank working hard since 1848.
Well, the Cavs are going the young route.
The chance has begun for Taco.
And right now, they're still feeding these young players pablum. And it's going to be a long time before they start walking.
Gets it back from Williams. 10 on the shot clock. That's going to be Cleveland ball. Hamilton will bring it up.
They worry about Waters playing defense. I haven't noticed that they're taking advantage of him in any way, shape, or form.
Makura knocks down a 3. Played at Xavier. Well, he does that well, Waters. I've seen him make that shot a lot. These little floaters. Porter Jr., the crossover, misses the shot. Nakura in there for the rebound, skips it out. They find Hamilton wide open for a three, passes it up, takes the two.
Timeout, Celtics.
Langford down there for a moment, but appears to be okay. We're going to take the timeout too. 9:27 left to go in the game. 88-52, Boston. Fans, tune in to NBC Sports Boston on Friday at 8 p.m. for our Celtics season preview. Our whole team has you covered as we look ahead to the 2019-2020 season. With an Arbella sideline report, here's Ab.
Thank you, Mike. Romeo Langford walked straight to the locker room with team trainer Art Horn. We will bring you the latest when we've got it. That's the bad news. The good news, Celtics fans want Taco Fall, and they will have him for a maximum of 45 days this season. In case you missed it, right before the game, the Celtics announced they have converted Taco from an Exhibit 10 contract to a two-way contract, giving him a little more stability and clarity to his situation. To make room for the 7'7" big man, though, the Green signed Max Strus to a partially guaranteed contract as he continues to battle for that 15th roster spot alongside Javonte Green. So that's a pretty tough battle. The two-way deal for Taco, though, means he will continue to learn and grow in the Celtics system, but he will get a lot more playing time up in Maine.
Abby and Scal, jump in if you know the answer to this. These two-way contracts, that's just 1 year, right?
Correct. 1 year at a time.
Can't. All right, 1 year at a time. All right. Green gets a hand in there.
Take a look at this nice play coming up by Green. Lays it right up there, puts it by the front of the rim. Well done.
Poirier getting his first 2 points. Picked off this time. Thornwell in a hurry. Oh, good hustle block. So Williams is charged with goaltending.
Here comes Williams. Ooh, that was the goaltender.
No, I don't think so.
Put that, send it to the office.
No, we got it. We got 8 minutes to go in a game and we have barely mention the officials. I think we ought to keep that record intact. A veteran officiating crew here this afternoon. Josh Tiven, Matt Boland, and Leroy Richardson. Leroy's been around a while.
Sure has.
25th year. He's a Navy guy, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Poirier moved pretty well there, Tom.
Yep. And so did Green. Almost picked that one off clean and heading to the rim.
Waters goes shake and bake. Gets an easy two.
He's so low to the ground that by the time they adjust to him, he's already a full step away from them.
Thornwell gets two. Williams comes up firing from the corner and knocks down a three. Made that look pretty easy. 95-56. You know what that means? Taco is up off the bench. All the fans needed was somebody to love. And they found him.
They're going wacko for Taco. They're going to call it the Wacko Taco Club. Remember we had the I Love Walter Club? Be a Wacko Taco follower.
All right, let's see what he can do here. Keep an eye on him in the defensive end. Throwing well in the paint, now backs off a little bit, now gets it back. 12 on the shot clock. Throwing well, trying to take it to the basket. And Taco looking for a traveling call. Not going to get it. We'll get the foul instead.
Well, the first thing you got to notice at a guy his size is he goes out there and bends his knees. Look at him bend his knees. He just overreacts. That's a little experience right there. That's the type of thing that if he really starts to take to the game, he would just stand there, not try and block the ball until the guy released the ball.
I look at some of Mika game numbers going by. Got everybody with their eyes on number 99 right now. Comes out, sets a screen, rolls to the bucket, over the top they go, makes the catch, gets two. Look at the Celtic bench, will you? Look at the bench.
I tell you, everybody that meets him loves him.
Wade misses the three. Taco with the rebound. Waters spins it, gets two. Oh, wow.
He'll drive people nuts. Get down, Taco.
I'm not sure who the foul was on. I don't think it was Taco. Yeah, it is.
Hey! Going to see a lot of those, I hope.
There's the bench.
You know, everybody on the Celtics likes this guy. And you heard me mention the other night, the commissioner went to Europe with him, Adam Silver, and came back and called the Celtics organization up and said this kid was the nicest kid he ever met.
Celtics have cleared their bench now. Gates is in the game. Taco again rolling to the hoop. Gates off the catch, misses a three. 5.5 minutes of Taco time left. Celtics coming with a turnover. Taco off the dribble. Gets it to Strus. Everybody getting in the act now for the Celtics. Montana gets two.
That is as good a defensive play. Watch, I don't know, watch this guy play defense. Take a look at this. Fights over the top of the pick, gets there, almost comes up with the steal. I don't know where the foul was. The guy just fell down because he got overwhelmed by the defense.
Abby, you have an update?
Yes. Some bad news. Sorry to rain on all the taco fun. Romeo Langford will not return to this game. He suffered a right knee sprain after slipping on the baseline. We saw it's a tough blow for a guy who's already missed time with that groin injury early in training camp.
Yeah, it really is.
I think he's got the ability to be a top flight scorer.
He was a legend in Indiana. There's another legend right there. Taco Fall.
Hey, Taco! Watch Taco. They give him the ball in the paint. A little roll move. Somebody taught him that in college. How old is Taco now? 19?
No, it's a little more money than that, I think. Strus shows his range, buries a three. 108-61. Boston by 47. Taco is 23 years old. That is the 26th turnover of the game for the Cavs. Make it 27. They just changed it now.
You know, by the end of this season, their coach, Cleveland's coach, may be wishing he'd be in somebody's kitchen talking to a young recruit. This is going to break your heart if you're a long-time coaching. I can remember my first year after Bill Russell and Sam Jones left. Oh.
Waters kicks it out. Gates going to get another look. Nope. Waters with the miss. Strus, money. 111-61. Wade will try it deep and rattles it home. The Cavs have more turnovers than field goals. That's not a good thing. 111-64. There was not a timeout. Seemed to be.
Celtics basketball on NBC Sports Boston is brought to you in part by Amica Insurance, by Honeydew, by Bernie & Phil's, by Xfinity X1, and by Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service.
We've got 2:28 to go in the game, and here's to Doers, presented by Honeydew. Enjoy the local flavor.
Well, Williams shows you his athletic ability. Look at that quickness. I think he's a terrific passer. Comes from out of nowhere to swat that one away. Again, lying in the weeds. Knocks it away. So, great deal of difference Williams from last year to this year.
Struth's going to try again. He's 4 for 6 now shooting threes. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the game.
Now, some of these guys that come to the training camp, when they get let go, it's the most difficult thing for a coach to really sit down with a guy and say, you got to go in a different direction. And I don't know, coaches have different thoughts about how you do it.
Tackle fighting for position. They get it to him and a foul.
So there's guys playing here for the Celtics that are going to sit down in Brad Stevens' office and listen to words they're not going to enjoy.
Yeah.
And they're getting a chance to show what they can do right now. Hoping that somebody will see that they are worth the effort, like that guy.
And to give you some feel, if you're watching at home, to this whole thing about Taco, the Celtics are up like literally 50-something points here, and nobody's left. People just want to see the kid play. Waters. Thornwell knocks down a three.
Now that's the first guy in double figures for, isn't it?
Yes, that's correct.
The only guy in double figures.
Taco comes back the other way, gets fouled.
Now watch him shoot free throws. Now one of the things that big guys have trouble with, let's see what he does here. Turns the corner on his defender. And then takes the fall-away jumper. But he puts the ball out in front of him. And he doesn't have a lot of motion in the shot. Most guys his size put too much motion in it, and they can't put it up there soft enough. This guy has got a feel for a free throw. He's not going to be a Shaq.
Picks up a foul on the other end. Junior Celtic Clinics presented by TD Bank are back for still another season. Secure your spot at Celtics.com/clinics.
You know, talking about free throws, you know, the classic guy was Wilt Chamberlain, who never really did master free throws. And I once told the story, watching him at practice here at the Garden, take free throws from half court. And he made 20 out of 25. All right?
Yeah.
It was his natural motion, and he could put the ball up there soft enough. He really had no idea how to shoot him from the free throw line. You know, almost the way he was successful is putting his heels at the front of the key, you know, the back stripe.
Celtics will just accept the turnover here. They'll let the shot clock run out. And Boston's going to walk out of here with a big win. 118-72 right now. Hamilton, that's good if it goes. Coming up next, Kyle and Scal will be along for Post Game Live, presented by your New England Ford dealers. Built Ford proud. The triple play by Xfinity. Experience breakaway Wi-Fi speeds with Xfinity X5. Struth off the bench at 14 leads all scorers. Walker with 12 and Waters with 11. And Thornwell leading the way on the other side. Next up for the Celtics and the Cavaliers on Tuesday night. Stream the game at NBCSportsBoston.com or by downloading the My Teams app from your app store. Play of the game brought to you by Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. Taco time came early today. And he was equal to the task. Taco involved on almost every trip that he was out there. And that's our play of the game. Our next game is Tuesday night in Cleveland against the Cavs. Coverage begins at 6:30 with pregame live, presented by TD Bank. Coming up now, it's Celtics postgame live, presented by the New England Ford dealers. You can follow additional Celtic coverage by downloading the My Teams app by NBC Sports. For Brian Scalabrine, A. Sherrod, Abby, Tom, my man Dick Light, I'm Mike Gorman. We'll see you on the postgame show.
All right, thanks a lot, guys. It is a rainy Wednesday evening in New York City, but you know what? We got a roof in Madison Square Garden. So basketball will be played, the preseason winding down, and the Knicks and Hawks getting ready for the start of the regular season next week as they do battle at the Garden. Hey, everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside Doris Burke. So happy to be with you for NBA Wednesday.